Boy, this new generation, they're gonna feel this one.
Hey, bud, let's party.
What's up, everybody? Toxin here, your friendly neighborhood center. You should know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell to let you know every time I upload so you can keep up to date with me, guys. Now, everybody here knows that I am a big slasher fan. I just love them, can't get enough of them. So when I heard about this film, Slasher meets Back to the Future, you know I had to get in on it. And I'm speaking, of course, of the Amazon 2023. And I don't know why I just hear Spicoli's voice when I read the title. And I'm speaking, of course, of Killer. Let's get it!
Come on out, the water's warm.
Just so you know,
I don't do blowjobs. You pee out of that thing.
Just think, maybe if she did do blowjobs, she'd still be alive.
Yeah, let's not make that the lesson. 80s weed sucks. This is just dirt. Look at all these twigs. Yeah, I could give you a gummy this big that has 100 times more weed than this.
Now, when I say Back to the Future, do not get hung up on the time traveling logic that is throughout the film. We've seen a lot of them, of course, of Back to the Future, Endgame, Time Machine, and just different ways that they explain it. The Sound of Thunder, just we've heard many theories of it. So just don't get hung up on it, otherwise you're not really going to enjoy the film. Now, overall, this is a comedy horror, and I'm going to be honest, comedy kind of outweighs the horror aspect in this film. But honestly, I really don't have a lot to say bad about it. I actually genuinely enjoyed the movie.
What did he say?
It had me laughing, and not scary too much, but not a lot scares me nowadays, especially with the new horror. But it was good. It kept me at the edge of my seat just because I wanted to see where this was going. Back in 1987.
Excuse me, what year is it?
1987.
Oh my God.
I know. The 80s are almost over and I haven't even tried Coke yet.
Like, I just thought it was cool. Like, why not? Like, trying to go back in time, trying to save her mom's friends and also her friends. You know, spoiler, guys. This is a spoiler review, so hopefully you check it out. And if not, you know, whatever. But this, just going back in time and seeing everything and see how she kind of changes the alteration. I loved it. It was adrenaline filled. I loved it. If you're into like the movie Freaky, Happy Death Day, movies like that, this is definitely like the new age horror. And I love the witty banner and the short little shots that are taken at the new generation nowadays. How everybody is so sensitive and how they could get away with a lot of stuff back in the day just because people either just didn't care or they just had a fucking backbone and tough skin and they just didn't let shit get fucking to them. Sorry. But yeah, I just it was hilarious. I love going down. I love murder mysteries. I love going down and see how it is. And I actually did hear another reviewer call him the Rizzler, but he is actually the Sweet 16 Killer. So I thought it was pretty dope. His getup is kind of basic, and it does kind of go with that old school how slashers were. He kind of reminds me of a young Michael Myers, but I will say that about his killing tactics. Anytime you see him on screen and he's performing a kill, he is brutal. It is bloody, it is gory, and I love it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this is definitely taking it back and showing how slashers became famous. So I love it. So it was a new take on on an old, two different genre time travel horror. Like it was a new twist on it. So I genuinely enjoyed it. But yeah, guys. On top of that, the few things I do have to say, again, the comedy overshadowed the horror a bit, and the Sweet 16 Killer, I love the killer, but he wasn't on screen just enough. Like, he was enough just to kill, just to be doing the killings, but I don't know, I just wanted him more. Even the killing scenes, he kind of just did his business and just went off. Versus, like, Michael Myers and all, there were plenty of screen time because everybody wanted to see him. So it being like trying to do an old school classic horror slasher theme, they should have done that more. Just kept them on screen just a little bit more. And I did love the twist at the end, guys. Spoilers. Once you find out who the actual killer is, it's always something like, it's always revenge or like somebody that's being picked on, because again, that's one thing too. Her going back in time, finding out that her mom was actually a fucking total bitch.
Fuck off and die.
And I wasn't really rooting for anybody. It didn't matter to me. Like, kill them all, because they were all assholes. They were all bullies, which essentially led to their downfall. So that's why in the future, from the girl going, it's actually turns out it's her principal, and it's just another nerd that they were making fun of back in the day, and they bullied his girlfriend into getting drunk and basically killing herself in a car crash. So guys, I think the life lessons from this is, two things. Don't be a bully. You don't know what people are going through, and you don't know how people perceive what you think may be funny, and you don't know what you got until it's gone. So her being mean to her mom, and then her ended up getting slaughtered, it kind of perpetuated the cycle, because the mom was also mean to her mom, which is why she never came around. So yeah, guys, you just never know what you got till it's gone. And the wrap up, I did love how they changed everything. Like her best friend's mom had a shit job because she never believed in herself and she was a nerd. So she goes back, and when she comes back, she's actually has a great job. She's really smart. The parents are still together, so she didn't totally screw that one up by letting them get together earlier. She just now has a brother, and it was just funny, guys. Funny all around, laughs all around. Again, not too scary, but I don't know. I wanted more of the killer. I wanted more of that slasher, but it was cool seeing the 1987 and all the retro clothing and all that, and just seeing how it was just totally a different time back in that day. So yeah, guys, let me know what you thought about it. It is on Amazon Prime. Let me know what you thought about the film below. Let me know what you thought about this review. If you got any suggestions on anything you want me to see versus something that's about to come out, or something that's already been out for a while and I just haven't reviewed it yet. But more is coming, guys. Thank you for sticking by. Again, I am Toxin, and like I always say, if you're not sinning, you're not having fun. Beware the moon, guys.